Hey guys, this is Demonstrators from Skinheads, and I want to show you guys, I want to give you guys a brief overview of how skinning works. I'm not really going to go into it, as I said brief, but this website's a good thing to use. It's, I tend to just copy paste the templates that it has on there and then just remove or add what I need. It's a time saver, but, um, this is a manual, literally, a skinning manual. See, I'll explain what controls are. I'm pretty sure you guys seen them if you guys have been modding skins. If not, give a little, try to explain it for you guys that don't understand it. Um, you've seen the text that shows up on the screen, uh, buttons, images. You ever seen the backgrounds that fade out to the next background? Um, Lists. All this stuff is defined by things called controls. And those are the many types of them. There's many more, progress, but um, they're always formatted in a certain type of way, and you gotta you gotta open them, and everything between those open and close tags are what define the control. See, this is how it looks. This is how it looks when you open a label control. Okay, you notice it has an ID and it says the type. Very important. ID is just so you can access it or manipulate it externally or from another control. If you want to, on the right, you want it to go to that control if you press right or unclick, or if you want to actually fill that control, like if this is a label, for example, if you want to change the words externally, that's how you do it. You give it an ID and you tell Kodi to go in there to that ID and view it or change it, you know? So, I mean, this stuff gets intricate. You'll see right here from the left, that's just how many pixels from the left it is. So it actually moves to the right. I know it's pretty confusing, but it's the same thing from the top. Top actually moves it down 60 pixels from the top. Width, you got your width, your visibility. You don't have to put your visibility. I recommend you don't. We'll get more intricate into that with another tutorial on conditional visibility. You'll see a lot of the skins have that in there. And label, that's actually what actually appears. It's what appears inside this label here. So if I put first label inside of those label tags right here, it's going to actually show first label on my screen. Info does the same thing as a label, except for you can't put text in there. You use something called an info label, and info labels are defined in many different ways. Like, let's say if you're an add-on highlighted on a movie, the info label for that would be movies, title, you know. So it'll actually show the title and you get to choose where you want to move it and all this. So that's how you define all this. It's kind of cool. But they're basically all defined almost the same way. And these are all the tags that this label has, and it gives it a description of each one of how to use it. And the defaults, what'll happen, those defaults will be used when you don't include them in between your control tag. That was a good thing to know. Fade label, the same thing, but fade label actually fades out. Um, and you can put a bunch of different labels. I'm not trying to really go over them too much, but there's one thing you should know, like texture focus. What that is, basically, a texture is an image. Uh, you put the path to the image. If you don't put a path, if you just put the image name and the file type, so my image.png, it'll actually be looking inside the media folder of your skin first, or in the textures file. We'll go into that later. But the texture focus is the image that shows up when you have that control highlighted, and the texture no focus is what shows when it's not highlighted. That's something that's used all around Kodi. Focus and no focus. On right, on left, what'll happen if you press down? What'll happen if you press left? On focus, what'll happen when you actually highlight it as well? What'll happen when you on unfocus, and all this stuff. Oh, on-click is there too. On-click, what happens when you click it? I believe these things are used from built-in functions. So anything you find inside the built-in functions page should be able to be used right there. I'll go ahead and send a link to that too. And the info labels. Okay, stuff you can go over. Image, basically the same thing. You can read all this stuff, you guys. So one thing I want to explain is groups. Groups are basically the space that you're working in. Let's say if I'm saying, making a menu, I'm saying, hey, this group is my menu group. Everything in here is all for my menus. And this is how tall I want it to be. This is how wide I want it to be. And then you can start putting in, let me find it. Control, type equals group. Alright, so it's formatted the same way, but except for you can put controls inside here. You'll see you put it right here before it ends. And the group is basically a container. That's all it is. If you move the whole group to the left, from the left, 50, everything inside there will move 50. It's just a container, guys. It's kind of important though. You'll see people, they'll move stuff, negative. You'll see left negative 100 or whatever. That's because they set the container that control is inside of. The limit is right there, and people don't understand that you can just make the container bigger, but it's not always the best way to go. It's certainly faster if you put the negative in there, but it's not the right way to go. But I'm not the Kodi police. Group lists are the same thing basically, except for if I put in a group, if I put an image somewhere, it's going to start at the upper left corner of that container. And if I put another image in there, it's going to overlap it. With the group list, it's not going to do that. I can set the orientation and put it to vertical, for example. If I put an image down, then another image is going to place it right right under it. So it's pretty cool for that. You can put groups inside of groups. Lists, that's how you see the settings right here. You use all these. You can read how they use these tags, but these tags are important. Item layout, everything within this is defined. You're defining how you want an item that's unfocused to look like. So you make an image with a background, a label on top of it, put another image there. You can decorate it however you want. And then this one, focus layout, that's what shows whatever is focused. So it's pretty self-explanatory, guys, but some people don't understand it, or maybe I understand it too much now, and kind of obvious to me, so I don't mean to insult anybody, but there's a lot of cool things in this website. Just want to show you guys this one and the info labels and the built-in functions. So I'll go ahead and put those links inside the description. You guys have a nice day.